And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft, and thanks for being with us. It's been a busy Wednesday. Let's get back to some of these top weather headlines. Remember, we're still tracking and following the bomb cyclone there in the Pacific Northwest, and Fox 13 Seattle covering this here. I want to put up this. It's a pretty incredible view of the bomb cyclone strengthening and approaching the Pacific Northwest there. You see the rapid circular motion. But this is impacting a lot of people. Remember, we brought you poweroutage.us in parts of Northwest Washington State. Almost 500,000 people have lost power over this particular storm here. Fox 13 Seattle reporter Lauren Donovan, she is in the car, she is driving, she is looking at all of the impacts. Lauren, what have you seen?
Well, hey there, we had to stop the car because cell reception, access to the internet is so limited here where we are in the town of Sammamish. And for some perspective, it's about 30 minutes outside of Seattle, driving east, foothills of the Cascades, you'd call it, suburb, very residential area. I grew up in this town and I've never seen anything like it. And I don't think this town has ever seen anything like it. The calls to service, 750 between 4 hours last night, 5 and 9 p.m. The fire crews that were out here working actually were so concerned about their safety that they said, hey, if this isn't a life or death type situation, we need you to stay off the roads because they're dealing with stuff like this. I'll turn the camera around. We wanted to be driving and showing you, but as I said, reception's bad. So right here, down trees, this is the scene all over the place. And we're on the main drag here in the Sammamish area. I can tell you when you go in the side streets, I think you guys might show some of the footage of that later. It's an absolute nightmare. And you try to turn left, tree in your way, power line in your way, turn right, looking for another alternative route. So everyone here in the town of Sammamish and the east side of Seattle is really trying to navigate through this chaos, and it's been like a backlog we've never seen before. It's more like traffic you would experience driving through downtown. So ask away questions. I was driving through all of this last night, experiencing the bomb cyclone firsthand, and so we're here today, but we saw the damage last night, and it was pretty crazy too.
So, Lauren, what about like right now? Are you guys out of the worst of it, would you say? You know, we're not meteorologists, but give us a sense. It looks like it's somewhat clear there.
Yeah, I mean, the skies are clear, but I think the biggest concerns now are how people are picking up. So generators are a big problem, huge safety issue. They've started a couple fires here. Generators that have been encased with things are put in sheds, overheating. So fire crews have responded to that. One woman died here in the area because of a generator fire. And then another call, I was just on the phone with the fire department. They're like, hey, we got to go to this because there was a individual who started feeling lightheaded, and they think they got carbon monoxide poisoning because they put their generator too close to a window. So that's been a serious issue here. We deal with storms in the Pacific Northwest, but nothing to the scale of the Midwest or really East Coast. So I think there's a lot of people that are buying generators for the first time, buying the chainsaw for the first time, trying to navigate that, and that's where it gets dicey. And there's a lot of trees that are still leaning over, really precarious, and folks are just out here. They have nothing to do. Kids are out of school, so they're walking around it, trying to chop through things on their own, and that's when it gets super dangerous. A lot of power lines down that could liven back up if one of those generators gets going in the wrong direction too. So there's so many concerns, especially if like more wind comes through, and we're expecting another system this weekend. So
yeah, Lauren, what about the precipitation though? I know there was a lot of rain. And what's the temperature, especially going into tonight? Is there any cause for concern that this could freeze, that you could get some ice here?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah. Like I said, or like you said, we'll refer to meteorologists on that, but right now the sky's been relatively clear. I think we're ready for some reprieve. What was interesting last night was how warm things got. We were right by the mountain pass and started our journey there, driving around, and you could just feel like the air lighten up, and then all of a sudden, strong gusts came in. So I think things are trending now colder. I'm not so sure about that, but I think speaking of precip, the ground where these trees are in is so saturated with water already. We've been getting a lot of rain, and some of these trees are rotten out. So all it's going to take is, you know, one extra gust, and one of these trees could come toppling over. And so fire crews are anticipating there's going to be more coming down.
All right, Lauren Donovan there in the car, safe and sound, thankfully.
In the car, yes.
This bomb cyclone really wreaking some havoc there in your neck of the woods. Lauren, thanks so much. We'll talk soon.
Certainly.
All right, in the meantime here, we do have Lauren Donovan's report. We do want to play that for you. She captured really some incredible scenes. A lot of these trees down in the region. Let's watch.
We had a tree across the road this morning and across our driveway.
Take a drive and you'll see. Just about everywhere you turn is barricaded by branches. Eastside Fire says it came on like a light switch, and Sammamish has never seen a storm like it. Don't believe them? Take it from Barbara.
This is a huge one.
She and Kathy here are the only original homeowners on this street off Inglewood Hill Road. They moved in the late 70s, and in that time, they've seen plenty of storms come through.
And power would be out for like 2 weeks.
But both agree, this bomb cyclone was certainly something else, sending trees straight through their neighbors' homes.
I don't have a generator, and I don't have somebody to do a chainsaw.
But if you do, Eastside Fire wants you to listen up, because both of these tools have created some serious safety risks here in town. Haven't done it before? The battalion chief says now is not the time to try. Chainsaws have some serious kickback. Now, if you opt instead for a handsaw, they appreciate your efforts, but clearing a road could cost you your life, especially if these downed wires aren't what they seem. With power companies making the rounds, these could very well liven back up. And if someone doesn't wire their generator correctly, they could backfeed them through their house. Eastside crews have had to put out fires sparked by covered or enclosed generators. One person died. And don't place the generator by the window either. Someone did that, and they got carbon monoxide poisoning.
People just need to listen to the news and behave themselves and not act like a couple of idiots.
All right, back out to some of our vantage points. Remember, in the big box there, our XRAD weather system of the cyclone itself. And then in the upper right hand of your screen there, you can see poweroutage.us. It's a great resource. Focus, though, on the state of Washington. You see there the colorations of the most people without power as it stands right now, about 444,000 people without power. And then a pretty pleasant view of downtown Seattle. You see the Space Needle there. So Lauren Donovan saying the worst is behind them, but this will still have impacts for especially parts of Northern California and going east into parts of Idaho and Colorado as well here.